Weak minds crave comfort. Strong minds crave control. But the ruthless mind? It doesn't crave anything, it chooses everything. It's not emotional, not reactive, and not driven by validation. It operates like a machine built for dominance in a world addicted to excuses. If you want to be mentally untouchable, the kind of person who can't be broken by pressure, betrayal, or failure, you need to stop thinking like everyone else. You need the ruthless mindset, calm, strategic, and unshakable. Let's break it down. 1. Stop trying to be liked. The desire to be liked is mental poison. It keeps you soft, predictable, and easy to manipulate. When your peace depends on others' approval, you've handed them the remote control to your emotions. Ruthless people understand that popularity is irrelevant. Respect is what matters. Respect comes from strength, not smiles. It's built on results, boundaries, and silence, not validation from others. The moment you stop caring about being liked, your energy shifts. People sense it. You stop chasing acceptance, and you start commanding presence. 2. Train yourself to feel nothing under pressure. Most people panic when the situation gets tough. They spiral, overthink, or freeze. The ruthless mind does the opposite. It gets calmer the harder things get. This isn't because they're emotionless robots. It's because they train their emotions to serve logic, not sabotage it. When something goes wrong, they don't ask, "Why me?" They ask, "What's the next move?" To reach that state, you have to condition your response to chaos. Start small, cold showers, delayed gratification, holding silence in conflict. You teach your nervous system that discomfort is not danger. Once your emotions stop hijacking your logic, you become untouchable. 3. Value respect over emotion. The ruthless mind doesn't argue feelings, it manages outcomes. In business, relationships, or life, emotion clouds leverage. The mentally untouchable separate empathy from effectiveness. That doesn't mean you become cruel, it means you stay in control. You don't make decisions from guilt, fear, or pity. You make them from alignment and logic. When you prioritize respect, your own and others, over emotion, people stop testing you. They recognize the boundaries immediately. Remember, being feared for your consistency is better than being loved for your weakness. 4. Detach from outcomes, obsess over effort. The mentally weak obsess over results they can't control. The ruthless mind obsesses over the process, discipline, precision, and consistency. Detach from the illusion of control. You can't control people, timing, or circumstances. You can only control how you execute. The moment you stop begging reality to bend for you and start mastering execution, you flip the power dynamic. This mindset keeps you grounded during failure and humble during success. Because neither defines you, the process does. 5. Turn pain into data. Emotionally fragile people avoid pain. Ruthless minds study it. They dissect rejection, betrayal, and failure to extract the lesson. Every negative event contains feedback, a pattern, a blind spot, or a truth. Most people get stuck asking why it happened. The untouchable mind asks, what did it teach me? When you view pain as raw data, you stop suffering and start upgrading. You realize that every emotional scar is a coded instruction manual for strength, if you're willing to read it. 6. Keep your circle small and strategic. You don't need 50 friends. You need 3 that sharpen your edge and tell you the truth. The ruthless mindset is selective. It doesn't mix loyalty with familiarity. Surround yourself with people who are disciplined, not just supportive. Anyone who constantly drains you, doubts you, or distracts you is dead weight. Cut quietly, not emotionally, but strategically. When your environment matches your ambition, focus becomes natural. Noise disappears. Progress accelerates. 7. Stay silent about your next move. Power loses potency when it's announced. The ruthless mind never broadcasts the plan, only the results. Silence keeps you unpredictable. It protects your energy from interference and envy. Talkers leak energy. Builders conserve it. When people don't know what you're doing, they can't stop it, copy it, or sabotage it. Mystery multiplies authority. Let your silence create tension. Let your execution speak. The world respects noise only when it comes from victory. 8. Forgive, but never forget. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's release. But forgetting? That's suicide. The ruthless mind forgives to stay free from emotional baggage, but remembers everything to stay sharp. You don't hold grudges. You hold data. You remember who switched sides when things got dark, who lied when it mattered, who stayed when it wasn't convenient. That information shapes your strategy. The mentally untouchable person doesn't react in revenge. They adapt with precision. They move smarter next time, not angrier. 9. Control your routine like a religion. Your habits are your armor. Weak minds wake up reacting, scrolling, complaining, distracted. Ruthless minds wake up in control. Every action is intentional, every hour is accounted for. Routine kills chaos. It keeps emotions on a leash and turns motivation into discipline. When your structure is unbreakable, so is your mind. You don't need a perfect routine. You need one that builds momentum and eliminates distractions. If your day doesn't serve your vision, it's serving someone else's. 10. Accept solitude as power. Most people fear being alone because it forces them to meet their real self. The ruthless mind seeks solitude, because that's where strategy is born. When you can sit alone without needing noise, validation, or distraction, you gain mental clarity that others never touch. Solitude builds self-reliance, and self-reliance builds power. The mentally untouchable person doesn't need to be understood, they need to stay focused. The ruthless mindset isn't about cruelty, it's about control. It's the art of mastering your emotions, protecting your energy, and executing regardless of fear or opinion. Here's the breakdown. 1. Stop chasing approval. 2. Stay calm under pressure. 3. Value respect over emotion. 4. Focus on effort, not outcome. 5. Treat pain like information. 6. Keep your circle sharp. 7. Move in silence. 8. Forgive strategically. 9. Control your routine. 10. Use solitude as power. The world respects results, not excuses. Once you build this mindset, you stop being tossed around by emotions, people, or circumstances. You become the constant in a world full of variables, calm, calculated, and completely untouchable. Thanks for watching. If this sharpened your thinking, you already know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe for more raw psychological truths that strengthen your mind and harden your focus.